Surah 34 or 58 chronological order, Sabah. Praise be to Allah, whose is what is in the skies and what is on the earth, and His is the praise in the hereafter, and He is the wise, the expert. He knows what passes into the earth and what comes out of it, and what descends from the sky and what ascends into it, and He is the merciful, the forgiver. And those who have disbelieved said, the hour does not come to us. Say, yes, by my Lord, it is coming to you, the know of the ghaib. The weight of a red ant does not escape him in the skies or on the earth, or smaller than that or bigger, but it is in a clear book, to recompense those who have believed and have done good deeds. Those, theirs is forgiveness and a generous provision. And those who have striven against our verses causing failure, those, theirs is torture of ridges, painful. And those who have been given knowledge see that which has been sent down to you from your Lord. It is the truth, and it guides to the path of the mighty, the praiseworthy. And those who have disbelieved have said, shall we direct you to a man who informs you, when you have been destroyed in total destruction, you are in a new creation? Has he fabricated a lie against Allah, or is there madness in him? Rather, those who do not believe in the hereafter are in the torture and the far error. So have they not looked at what is in front of them and what is behind them of the sky and the earth? If we will, we can cause the earth to swallow them, or cause fragments of the sky to fall upon them. In that there is a sign for every regretful slave. And we gave Dawood favour from us, mountains returned with him, and bird, and we made iron pliable for him. Work a coat of mail, and determine the link, and do a righteous deed. I am a seer of what you do. And to Suleiman the wind, its morning errand a month, and its afternoon errand a month. And we caused the spring of Qitr to flow for him, and of the jinn those who worked in front of him with his Lord's permission. And he who deviates among them from our command, we make him taste of the torture of the blaze. They make him what he wills of niches and statues and bowls and watering troughs and fixed pots. Work, family of Dawood, in gratitude, but few of my slaves are the grateful. Then when we had decided upon him death, nothing indicated to them his death but the beast of the earth eating his staff. But when he fell, it became clear to the jinn that had they known the ghaib, they would not have remained in the base torture. Sabah had a sign in their residence, 2 jannat on the right and the left. Eat from your Lord's provision and be grateful to him. A good country and a forgiving Lord. But they turned away, so we sent upon them the flood of the dam, and we changed for them their 2 jannat for 2 jannat, producers of bitter food and tamarisks, and something of a few buckthorns. That did we recompense them with, because they had disbelieved. And do we recompense but the ingrate? And we put between them and the villages that we had blessed therein visible villages, and we determined therein the course, travelled therein nights and days safe. But they said, our Lord, spread out between our journeys, and they wrung themselves, so we made them a hadith, and we totally tore them. In that there are signs for every patient, grateful man. And Iblis confirmed his assumption concerning them, so they followed him except a party of the believers. And he had no authority over them, except that we might know who believes in the hereafter from him who is in doubt about it. And your Lord is a keeper over everything. Say, invoke those whom you have claimed instead of Allah. They do not possess the weight of a red ant in the skies or in the earth, nor do they have any partnership therein, and he has no assistant from them. And intercession does not benefit with him except for him whom he has permitted for him, until when it has been resorted to from their hearts, they said, what did your Lord say? They said, the truth, and he is the high, the big. Say, who provides you from the skies and the earth? Say, Allah. And we or you are on guidance or in obvious error. Say, you are not asked about what crime we committed, nor are we asked about what you do. Say, our Lord gathers between us, then he decides between us in truth, and he is the conqueror, the learned. Say, show me those you have affiliated to him as partners. Not at all, rather he is Allah, the mighty, the wise. And we have not sent you but entirely to people as a bearer of good news and as a nadhir, but most people do not know. And they say, when is this promise if you are truthful? Say, you have an appointment of a day that you neither postpone an hour of it, nor proceed. And those who have disbelieved have said, We shall not believe in this Quran, nor in that which is in front of it. And were you to see when the wrongdoers are confined before their Lord, they return speech to one another. Those who had been weakened say to those who had been arrogant, had it not been for you, we would have been believers. Those who had been arrogant said to those who had been weakened, did we block you from the guidance after when it had come to you? Rather, you were criminals. And those who had been weakened said to those who had been arrogant, rather, the deception of the night and the day when you command us to disbelieve in Allah and to make peers for him. And they concealed their regret when they saw the torture. And we put the carcans on the necks of those who had disbelieved. Will they be recompensed except for what they used to do? And we did not send into a village any Nadir, but its affluent said, we are Kafaroon in what you have been sent with. And they have said, we are more in monies and children, and we are not going to be tortured. Say, my Lord extends the provision for whom he wills and is capable, but most people do not know. And neither your monies nor your children are that which let you approach us in Zulfa, but those who have believed and have done a righteous deed, theirs is the double recompense for what they have done, and they are in the rooms safe. And those who strive against our verses causing failure, those are sent for into the torture. Say, my Lord extends the provision for whom he wills of his slaves and has power for him, and what you have spent of a thing, he violates it, and he is the best of the providers. And on a day he gathers them all, then he says to the angels, was it you these used to worship? They said, praise be to you, you are our protector instead of them. Rather, they used to worship the jinn. Most of them are believers in them. But today you do not possess benefit for one another, nor harm, and we say to those who wronged, taste the torture of the fire which you used to call a lie. And when our clear verses are read to them, they have said, this is nothing but a man who wants to block you from what your fathers used to worship. And they have said, this is nothing but a fabricated untruth. And those who have disbelieved in regard to the truth when it has come to them have said, this is nothing but obvious magic. And we did not give them any books that they study, nor did we send to them before you any Nadir. And those before them accused of lying, and they did not attain a tenth of what we had given them. But they accused my messengers of lying, so how a denying was. Say, I only advise you in one thing, that you stand for Allah two and alone, then reflect. There is no madness in your companion. He is nothing but a Nadir to you in front of severe torture. Say, I have not asked you for any wage, but it is for you. My wage is not but upon Allah, and he is a witness over everything. Say, my Lord slams with the truth, the one familiar with the ghuyub. Say, the truth has come and falsehood does not begin or repeat. Say, if I have erred, then I only err against myself, and if I have been guided, then it is because my Lord inspires me. He is a hearer, near. And were you to see when they were terrified, so there is no leaving, and they were taken from a nearby place. And they have said, we have believed in it, and how can they have the attainments from a distant place? And they disbelieved in it before, and they ejaculate on the ghaib from a distant place. And it was interposed between them, and what they desire, as was done with their factions before. They were in doubt, doubting.